two, one. Well, welcome to the podcast, Serving the Business. And I'm excited to have here a good friend of mine, J.R. Smith, who's the vice president and co-founder of the Veterans Ranch out of Lakeland, Florida. Welcome to the podcast, J.R.
Thanks for having me here. And hey, y'all, to all your fans out there.
Well, thank you, J.R. I'm excited because J.R. is building something that is so important to this world, to the United States, and to every person. He works with veterans. We all know we see a veteran, we're going to thank them for their service and things like that, because we should. Veterans have done a lot for us. So tell me how it got started, JR, briefly, and your passion about it.
Absolutely. It's very interesting. You know, my dad always taught me from a very young age. I was very blessed to meet a lot of great young professional speakers at the time that we now know as household names, but didn't know when I was 14 to 16 in the mid to late 80s. My dad would take me to see Jim Rohn, Tom Hopkins, Larry Thompson, Les Brown. And, he always said to keep a legal pad by the bed in case you get an idea in the middle of the night. You never know what you learned there, you may want to write down. Well, I had a lot of legal pads, went a lot of nowhere, a lot of ideas that some started, most didn't. But I still have the one legal pad that October, ironically, of 2017, I scribbled the word ranch. And when I say scribbled, I mean chicken scratch. I almost couldn't read it the next morning. I had no idea what that meant. At the time, my wife and I and my dad, who is a Vietnam veteran, wanted to do something with veterans, but we didn't really know what avenue to go. A lot of praying, a lot of thinking about it. And at the time, my wife and I just wanted a couple of horses in our little slice of Americana, a few acres, nothing, the word ranch never came into play. Fast forward a couple of weeks, we're at a Chili's. I'm going to Bass Pro Shops because I am that guy you can drop off at open and pick up at close, and I'll never get bored. So we stop at Chili's. My wife must know when I get smoke coming out of my ears, I get an idea going. She hands me a pen. About 20, 30 Chili's napkins later, the ideas for the Veterans Ranch were born. And December of 17, we were an official charity. Our mission is very simple. We're working with veterans and their families to fight and educate people on the effects of PTSD and fight what we now know, because we're a month into the article as it was released, as 44 veteran suicides a day. We are now at 44 a day. Chalk that number 22 that we've all known and done push-up challenges for and everything else. We're at 44 a day, and we're doing it through God's majestic animal, the horse. Okay, we're doing it through equine therapy. Simple. I'm going to put a grooming brush in your hand first and foremost, get you to start working a rhythmic motion of grooming that horse, and put your mind in a different place, help you start laying down heavy coats of burden, and simply walk off as a new and improved version of yourself. Day 1, day 201. However many you need, Veterans Ranch is going to be here for you.
That's incredible. We all know those letters, PTSD, and we've talked about PTS, whatever you want to call it. It's around. It's going to be a problem for years. JR is doing wonderful things to help alleviate that, and I'm so proud to have him on here. So I saw that you were an Eagle Scout. That's one of your achievements. How's that tie into what you're doing now?
I can't even say it's the only uniform I ever wore, but it taught you a lot of things. The Scouts really, when they started, were kind of an ROTC program before, there was such an initials in school. They taught you leadership. They taught you training skills, taught you how to, use a gun safely, use a knife, tie a knot, and be a leader of young men if that's a thing you wanted to do. I take a lot of those skills. Now, don't get me wrong. I was not always the perfect scout. I literally got my Eagle in the summer of 1990, because that December I would have turned 18 and I'd have been SOL, as they say, and wouldn't have been able to get it. Yeah. So I did kind of procrastinate, wait till the last minute, but I am so happy and proud that I got it. Literally a badge of honor that I can wear in a brotherhood of other young men who've been able to achieve that. I mean, really, there are some amazing CEOs and high-level people in this world that are Eagle Scouts. And it just teaches you really good leadership skills and things that, somewhat are lacking in today's society that we need to get back to teaching and preaching again.
Now it's amazing to think about something you big dad did in your teens is still coming back today, 20, 30 years later in your business. And audience, think about that. What have you done when you're young to help you be where you are today? We always say our family is our environment that builds us to our business and our personal life. And hearing your story about Eagle Scout, I didn't think it'd be that expansive, and that was awesome because I could see the correlation to what you're doing now, especially the uniform part, which I really loved because you did wear a uniform. Now, in regards to the Veterans Ranch, what are you looking for to help you grow the Veterans Ranch and help you be more a viable option for veterans?
A couple things. One, right now, we really need brand ambassadors. What does that entail? It doesn't have to be a board membership, doesn't even have to be another 40-hour-a-week job. You could be a proud patriot like myself, my wife, or a veteran like my dad, and get out there and let people know we exist. Folks, there are 19 million veterans in this country. And again, at 44 a day, we're losing 16,000 a year that are checking out off this planet that shouldn't. How we're tying that into people being our megaphone for us is we want you to share this mission. Right now, we are looking for affiliate ranches. What's that? An affiliate ranch is either going to be a proud patriot or a veteran that has some land and horses. Could be a couple acres and a couple horses. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. The majority of what we do is called groundwork, and I can go into that a little bit more what that entails. But we are looking for people to come under our umbrella. We've been around 5 years. Instead of starting brand new, is studying colors, logos, brands, building a website, spending all that money, trying to go for grants. We just got our second partial grant. We're 5 years in. They want to know you've got a track record and you've been around for a little bit. So you just don't become a nonprofit and get grants. It doesn't work that way. So you can come under our umbrella, raise money that you can keep yourself, and help more of those 19 million veterans see to shining sea.
Now, interesting, you said a few times Patriot. You tell me what Patriot means to you.
Well, I can tell you, I tell you, a veteran explained the term to me one time. Patriot
Perfect.
to me, patriotic, right? Red, white, and blue. Don't tread on me. I'm a Gen Xer. Okay. Vietnam father, World War II grandfather, post-depression great grandparents. They don't really give an F about your feelings. Go make a difference in the world, and that dash between when you're born and when you die. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. My parents and grandparents loved me to death, but we didn't live in the world of feelings, kind of like we do today. So that was Patriot to me. Veterans said that we are the 99% that support the 1% that wear the uniform. Think about that stat. 1% raise their right hand and say, I'll go, send me. People that might simply be a cook. There's some, what they call them, MSOs, your job in the service. Okay, you could be behind a desk, you could be a cook, you could be a tip of the spear, kicking indoors and, going to get the bad guy. Everyone is just as important. But here's the joke I always share with people. The difference between the chicken and the pig is the chicken only has to give up the egg. The pig has to give up the bacon. That is our active duty service members right now. They in the Marine Corps, they say everybody's a rifleman. You may be slinging eggs one day and have to put down your spatula, grab your rifle, and potentially give your last full measure of devotion for your country. We don't talk that way anymore, but we should. Think about that. Somebody may lose their life so we can sit here and continue to do what we're doing here today. That just is amazing to me, that because I had the opportunity. It wasn't for me. I had the opportunity. 4 of my buddies went straight to the sandbox in 1991. We got out of high school. They all came home, but of course they never come home the same. How can you? So just remember that, folks out there, that, wave the flag, thank a veteran for their service, but put something behind it. Buy him a cup of coffee. If you're a Cracker Barrel and you see him wearing a Vietnam veteran hat or Iraqi Enduring Freedom or anything, buy their lunch. Don't tell them. You don't need the credit. It's not about you. It's about them. And buy it and get out of there. Because they won't let you do it if they know you're trying to do it. It's a pride factor. So
you can see why I'm excited about bringing JR on. he's got passion, but he's got stats and information behind the passion. We all can be passionate about something. And another thing in your bio, you're a proud father of, I believe, an 18-year-old. How's that tie into the Veterans Ranch? Because I know we're still military, all that's still going on, and there's chance of a war down the road. We hope not. We pray every day with the Lord it doesn't. But how's that tie into you being a fatherhood of this wonderful daughter you have?
Well, it's family, right? I mean, I'll be 50 coming up here soon. So we got a long ways to go on this thing. But thank God my daughter loves horses as well. We're super proud. She's off to college now, wanting to be a trauma nurse. So again, she has a heart to serve, because that is not an easy job to be a trauma nurse in an ER. But because of her love of horses, and you hope you do a good job when you raise your kids, and you see over time how what you did reflects back, hopefully in a good way. And that patriotism will come out of her. And when long after they put us in the ground, she'll be able to continue, because the war machine's always going to be there, right? I mean, let's face it, they always got to sell more bullets, more guns, more tanks, more bombs. So the war machine's going to be around, and that means PTSD is unfortunately going to be around. I don't know if we ever get rid of veteran suicide, but when they put us in the ground, hopefully she'll be there marching it on and continuing the mission.
Yeah, JR, I always tell people you get better 1% every day. End of the year, 365% better. Let's help his cause 1% a day. JR's not asking us to put $100 million in, but if everybody puts 1% a day or a month or whatever, by the end of this year and by starting of 2023, we can help these veterans get past this. And you made a great point, and a word that you said that really stands out to me, because this is serving in business, is serve. Our military served. How do you think you're serving now?
Oh, I tell you, it's an absolutely amazing thing. People thank me for my service, and I used to think it was weird, right? Because it's like, at first I felt the need to explain to them that, I didn't serve, but I took it as a different badge of honor. And I tell people we're proud to serve the ones that served us all. Yeah. Because again, potentially give your last full measure of devotion so we can do silly TikTok dances and, whatever, right? Be on social media and argue about politics and really inconsequential things that really don't matter on the day to day, but they give us the ability to do that. I have a giver's gain mentality. Okay. I give with expecting nothing in return, other than a thank you, which I don't expect, but it happens, from our veteran community. That's all I want. I mean, sure, we need cash to run this thing, but when people come up to me and say, JR or Pam or Mike, hey, really appreciate you guys and what you're doing. You have no idea what this is doing for me. That's all we need. I mean, because let's face it, by the way, we don't charge veterans or immediate household family for what we do. So, that is an absolutely thing we are very proud of. And, we just continue to strive to do that every single day.
Well, that's a powerful message. I knew that was the story. I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's important. We're not taking advantage of our veterans, and you're not. And we don't want other people to do that too. And I'm proud of you, JR. I've known JR for over a year. I've seen his posts, and he really has a heart for this. And that's super important for everybody. So, JR, tied into what you do with the Veterans Ranch, how many ranches do you see by the end of 2023 that you want to, your kind of goal for this nonprofit Veterans Ranch? What do you see in 2023?
Yeah, by the end of 2023, one flagship. I can't really call it the IBM building. One flagship where, I mean, my God, we could go on for an hour just about the plans we have on the drawing board. But at least 50 affiliates. Okay, that's one per state. And let me tell you how easy that can be, folks. Where I am in Lakeland, Florida, we're halfway between Disney World and Tampa. Okay. There are roughly, because a lot of people are moving here, there are 1.5, almost 1.6 million current count veterans in this state. A third of them, 513,000 plus, are in the 12 or so counties that y'all just saw in the news that got hit by the hurricane. I could put 10 to 12 affiliates in 10 to 12 counties of where I am in Florida. So imagine, again, to serve 19 million veterans, or just a percentage, How many of those can we put across the country and help serve?
Fantastic. In their audience, I'm going to have the information at the end of this podcast. You'll be able to click on some links, reach out to JR. You'll be able to donate if you so desire, or just do something. If you're financially strapped, there's other things you can do. Reach out to JR. He's got a lot of ways that you can help, and it might be just a referral, because serving in business is our referrals. Me and JR, we're networking kings. We're out there networking, talking about our businesses and trying to help others. And it's really the power of fixing our own little world. And JR's world is a lot bigger than my little world, but those 50 affiliates can be little veterans worlds that could go out and help build this thing. So my goal for JR, and not my goal, but my hope and prayer is he hits 100. Let's double that with your help. Because as you can see, suicide, not with military, but across the world with the mental illnesses happening. And Jared, why don't you talk about that a little bit, how the world's changed and how that's affected veterans and how it affects the Veterans Ranch?
Yeah, during COVID, we saw this coming. We were hoping it wouldn't occur, but we saw it coming. You cannot ask people, anybody that's seen anything. PTS, which by the way is how I normally say it, we drop the D. It's not a disorder. It's something you've walked through in life and you need to learn how to adjust to what you've experienced. And I've walked through things that would crush most people. And I'm not saying that makes me better than anybody else. I'm just saying I've experienced some things. I talked to my daughter today, a friend of hers. He won't get in my truck. I drive an F-350. He won't get in it because his dad and him were in one in the rain one time, and it spun around and flipped a few times and almost killed him. That's PTS, folks. He won't get in a truck. So, the reality here is 1 in 4 kids have post-COVID experience or thought about suicidal tendencies, because you ask people to shut down, isolate, don't see your family, don't see your doctors, don't see your friend. My father-in-law, who was Army 55 to 57, he'll be 89 years old in January, couldn't go see his doctor at the Tampa VA for 2 years because of the lockdowns and COVID. One of my board members, God love this man, he is tough as nails. He is a Medal of Honor recipient from Vietnam with the United States Navy. Fell 14 feet off a ladder and lived to tell about it. Had a little fluid on his eyes, obviously some bumps and bruises and a jacked up elbow. Couldn't go see the doctor at the VA because of COVID. And then when he finally could go, they said, God, we needed to see you 6 months ago. He about came across the table. The point is, you can't, if you need help, ask for it. And I know that sounds real easy for me to say, but this is coming from a really proud individual who we jokingly talk about our heritage. Okay, I'm German, Irish, Austrian, Native American. I will fix it myself. Sometimes you got to ask for help. To everybody out there right now, veteran especially, they have made the number better and easier to memorize now for the suicide prevention hotline, 988. And if you're a veteran, press 1, 988, press 1. Ask for the help, get the help, reach out to us. I am not a therapist, but I've got a good ear. I know how to flap my gums, but God gave me 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We will get you the help you need. We'll 3-way in on a call with the helpline. Whatever it takes, we're here to help you. And that's the key, because here's the key to everybody out there struggling with something, veteran or not. I'll speak to the world. The world needs to know what you know. Somebody needs to know your experiences so you can help them not go through the dark places maybe you did or are currently at, so they don't go through it. So stick around, folks. It's a fun ride. Sometimes, they say in the military, everything I talk about from what I learned from veterans. They say embrace the suck. Well, sometimes you got to embrace the suck and push through it. Country song says, if you're going through hell, keep on going. Don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it. You might get out before the devil even knows you're there. That's life, folks. Someone needs to know that, what you know and know you care. Stick around for them.
JR, oh my gosh, that audience, if you heard that, I'm inspired. I've got goosebumps. I wrote down the 988 press 1 for veterans. I did not know that. I'm proud to hear that because I can now share that. Please, everybody out there, share that information. Again, reach out to JR. His information will be in this podcast. Jay, I want to thank you for being on. This has been a pleasure. I've known you for a while. I've learned a lot more about you. You do serve, and that's been my mantra for a long time. This is serving in business. One last thing I want you to leave with the audience. Give me one business tip to help serve businesses that you can give to my audience to help them.
Be present. Don't just be present. Be in the moment. Do the hard things. If it means you got a cold call, the phone don't weigh 10,000 pounds. Pick it up. Check your bank account every day. Check your emails. Answer those emails. Get up before the sun rises. Okay. I don't care if you work for somebody else. God gave us 24 usable hours in every day. I'm up usually between 4 and 5 a.m. and I'm on my third cup of coffee by the time the sun comes up. Again, that doesn't make me a better person than anybody else, but that is my time to either listen to podcasts, study some things, hell, maybe just, check last night's stats from Instagram. But there's not the, hey, JR, you got a minute? Be present in your business. If you work for somebody else, act like you're self-employed. Your parents always taught you, if someone's giving you $1, give them $2 worth of work. They may sound like old cheesy adages, but folks, they are so, so true. Be present in the moment every day. Help if you can. Don't drive around the person that's got a stuck car. Put your hazards on. Get out, help them, push them over to the shoulder. It's the little acts of kindness that will make this world a better place one day again. And if you're present in the moment, be it your business or in life in general, you can help make that happen.